What's up, Brandon Smitley here, BrandonSmitley.com, bringing the training log video with commentary week 2, day 1 of my off-season 5. This is my max effort lower work from Saturday. Going with some more squatting. As I mentioned in the previous log, going to be squatting a little bit more and deadlifting a little less frequently. This tend to work better for me. So today we had the Duffalo squat bar against 2 chains per side and a monster mini band on each side. So the idea was to try to get around 25 to 30% accommodating resistance at the top, and then the bar weight after that. So really just a good flow of heavy weight at the top and still pretty heavy at the bottom. I mean, there's still band tension at the bottom, there's still chains at the bottom. So my top set was just 355 for 3. First rep was a little grindy, second rep was probably about how I liked it, third rep might have been a hair high. But overall I think my squatting is a little better. I wanted to try to match what I did last week at Elitefts with just 3 chains per side, and I managed to beat that by 10 pounds, so that's really good. So basically the idea there was to run with a very similar setup and try to beat the previous week with more accommodating resistance and more weight. So that's a good sign. It shows that first week back. This down set, that first rep was a little wonky. I was a little all over the place on the way down. I kind of noticed that my last meet as well, so I gotta still figure that out, but it looks like things are getting a little bit better in terms of technique and being stable and tight, so really focus on upper back work and doing all that good stuff. Then had some good mornings against a safety squat, or I'm sorry, against forward pulling monster mini bands with the safety squat bar. Basically just did sets of 8 up to a heavy set of 8. So this is my second to last set with 205, and then my next set you'll see here was in 225. These absolutely suck. I probably could have did more, but I noticed on that last set that my upper back was starting to round a little bit more than I would have liked, so I made that my top set. It wasn't really muscular failure, but it's more of technique failure, so I'm trying to build that upper back, and letting it round like that was kind of defeating the purpose, so I basically shut it down there. It wasn't too bad, but it was just enough break that I wanted to shut it down there. It was still sucked. My glutes and hamstrings and upper back were still fried, so it did the job. And then you'll see here that I did some poor man inverse curls. Basically just tie a band at the top of the rack and put my feet in my box squat box from Elitefts and basically just do inverse curls. Only had a mini band supporting me, so these were really tough. Really good hamstring contraction. Definitely feel that these are a good movement, a good alternative to glute ham raises. If you don't have them, it's not the exact same, but it's a similar movement you can get if you don't have a glute ham. We have one, but just mixing things up a little bit. So as you can see, my hamstrings were definitely attacked, and then I also did some pull-throughs, some single leg reverse hypers, and some abs to round out the session. We'll get a little more quad work in on Tuesday. So overall, good day. Thanks for checking in and keeping stuff over on Elitefts.com.